For years, Sam Bechtell built his image on confidence, control, and success. But behind that public persona at the helm of the Bechtell's Bombers was a pressure unraveling faster than anyone realized. What shocked even longtime teammates wasn't just the final score of the last game, but how quickly everything changed the moment he stepped into the box. Within seconds, decisions were made that would redefine his legacy, his batting average, and his softball empire. 0-0-32. Long before the post-game celebrations and the headlines, Sam's life on the diamond had already been shaped by complicated lineups and overlapping responsibilities that would later fuel public scrutiny. As the boss of the Bombers, he was carrying the weight of a franchise. On the surface, it was a traditional beer league structure. But behind the scenes, Sam was pursuing a demanding athletic standard that often kept him under immense pressure. 113. As the season slowly gained traction, cracks in the roster began to show. By the final innings of that fateful game, the situation had deteriorated. The Bombers were on the brink. But what makes this timeline significant is that even before the last out was recorded, Sam had already crossed paths with a moment that would become a defining chapter in his life. 208. According to those in the dugout, serious issues began much earlier than the spectators realized. The team was facing a completely different kind of crisis. Despite having built a reputation during the peak of the season, the dugout found themselves in an unexpectedly dire position. At that moment, everything the Bombers had built seemed to collapse at once. The steady hits had slowed, and the defensive safety net they believed they had was gone. It was not just a deficit, it was a complete reset of the game. 627. What happened next did not unfold over innings or even at bats. The turning point came almost immediately. At a time when most players would be trying to recover, reassess, or simply process what had just happened, Sam made a move that would surprise even those closest to him. 706. He walked to the plate. The connection with the pitch was direct and familiar, without hesitation or awkwardness. When Sam realized the opportunity in front of him, he did not hesitate to act. This was not a casual decision made under comfortable circumstances. At that exact time, he was dealing with the aftermath of a collapsing scoreboard and uncertainty about the team's future. Yet none of that stopped him from pursuing the comeback. 843. When the bat met the ball, teammates described the moment as decisive. As he sprinted down the line, he had one clear thought. He had let victory go once before, and he was not going to repeat that mistake. This mindset reflected not just emotion, but urgency, as if he understood that this opportunity had come at a critical point for the Bombers. 1232. While the struggles of the early innings continued to shape the narrative around the team's past, Sam's present life was evolving in a completely different direction. That swing became the foundation for what he often described as a personal and professional comeback. The contrast between the team's lowest point and his ultimate success became a central theme in how the Bombers told their own story. 1538. Looking back, the moment immediately after that hit stands out as a defining pivot. It was not just the end of a game, but the beginning of a legacy that would shape everything that followed. The speed at which he rounded the bases, the risks he took, and the leadership he showed all contributed to a transformation that continues to be discussed in the dugout today. 1558. What do you think about how Sam Bechtell handled the pressure at the last Bombers game? Was it a stroke of genius or just pure instinct? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more real stories like this.